Hello, friends. Welcome to Akul Mac Live. And today we are discussing about a term which is very loosely used today, and that is the deep state. Is the deep state real? A shadowy network of unelected officials secretly running your government? Or is it simply a conspiracy theory? We will examine the history of the concept from its roots in countries like Turkey to its modern day use in every large country's politics, including US politics. Learn the difference between a deep state and a large complex bureaucracy. This video will help you understand the key players often associated with the deep state, including intelligence agencies, career civil servants, and also the military leaders. Let's go. The phrase is everywhere. You hear it on news channels, in the political debates, and across social media, which is the deep state. It's a term that conjures images of secret cabals, shadowy figures, and unelected official pulling the strings from behind the veil of secrecy. But what is it really? Is it a genuine threat to democracy, or is it just a modern day boogeyman? A catch all phrase for a system we don't fully understand? So, therefore, in this video, we are going to unravel the idea of the deep state. We will trace its origin, explore how it is used today, and most importantly, separate the facts from the fiction. We will look at the powerful permanent institutions of the government and ask, are they a necessary part of the functioning nation, or do they represent a powerful, unaccountable force that threatens the will of the people? To start, let's start with the basics. What exactly is a deep state? The term is a direct translation of the Turkish phrase Derin Devlet. It's first gained prominence in Turkey in the 90s to describe a very real and very dangerous situation. It was a network of military leaders, intelligence officers, and even organized crime figures who were believed to be operating outside the control of the elected government. Their goal was to protect a specific ideological status quo, and they were even linked to military coups. So, the core idea is a state within a state. It's an informal network of unelected power. These aren't your typical politicians who are held accountable every few years by an election. They are career civil servants, intelligence analysts, military officers, people who dedicate their lives to government work. Their power isn't derived from the ballot box, but from their expertise, their institutional knowledge, and their prominence. The term deep state entered the American political lexicon with a bang. But the underlying concerns are not new. For decades, there have been debates about the power of the administrative state or the bureaucracy. Think about it. The Department of Defense, the FBI, the CIA, the Federal Reserves, these are massive institutions with thousands of employees, complex procedures, and budgets that dwarf entire nations. In the US, the deep state theory often suggests that these agencies operate within their own agenda, and they also resisting the policies of a new administration they don't agree with. The argument is that they use their power to leak information, obstruct initiatives, and maintain the status quo. The theory gained significant traction during the Trump presidency, with the administration and its supporters often citing a deep state as a reason for perceived resistance to their policies. But this is where we have to be careful. The word bureaucracy is often used interchangeably with deep state, but there are fundamentally different concepts. A bureaucracy is public, open system. Its purpose is to implement laws and policies, and it's meant to be non-partisans. When a new administration comes in, Career officials are expected to carry out the new policies, but that doesn't mean they can't object or use proper channels to express dissent. This process, while sometimes slow and frustrating, is a feature of our systems of checks and balances, and it's not a flaw, basically. The idea that the American bureaucracy is a deep state is largely a mischaracterization. The term, in its original sense, described a unified anti-democratic network. In the U.S., government is the opposite of that. It's fragmented, transparent, and built to have multiple competing interests. Critics of the deep state theory argues that the idea of a single monolithic secret entity is simply not plausible. The CIA and the FBI, for example, are known to have strong, sometimes opposite interests and also institutional culture. A single conspiracy between them would be incredibly difficult to pull off. Furthermore, a significant portion of what is labeled deep state resistance is actually just a standard bureaucratic procedure. Civil servants who have spent their entire career working on a specific issue may have a good reason for opposing a new policy. They may have information or expertise that an elected official who is in their position for a short time doesn't understand fully. Calling this deep state is an easy way to dismiss the legitimate concerns and the democratic processes. So, what we have learned so far, the deep state is a powerful and provocative term. In some countries, it has described a very real and dangerous threat to democracy. In countries like US, India, etc., basically democratic countries, the term is often used to describe the complex, frustrating, and sometimes slow-moving nature of the massive government bureaucracy. It's a difference between a secret, conspiracy, people who are doing conspiracy or sort of cabal, and a system of checks and balances that while imperfect, is designed to prevent a single person or a party from gaining too much power. So, next time when you hear this phrase, ask yourself, is this a genuine claim about secretive anti-democratic network, or is it a shortcut to dismiss the reality of a large, diverse, and often divided government? The answer is crucial because understanding the difference is the key to understanding the real force shaping our world today. So, friends, if you have any questions, any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for joining me live, and I will catch you again in the next one.